We're ranking the careers of Hollywood Toms. Welcome to another episode of Talk Talk Punch. Thank you so much to both our audio podcast listeners and our YouTube viewers for joining us. I am Brody, and I'm joined by Tudong Dylan.
Hey.
And the John McClane of this Nagatomi Plaza, Charlie Hickman.
All right. Well, there's several lines I could pick, but we'll just keep it clean. We'll roll forward.
And if you haven't already, we'd love it if you subscribed so that way you can come back here every Wednesday to hang out with us and have some fun, just like tonight is going to be, because we hear the debates about all the Chris's. Oh, there's so many Chris's in Hollywood. We've done Chris's already. You can go watch that video where we ranked Hollywood Chris's. But you know what there's also a lot of are Toms. So we are back to rank the careers of Hollywood Toms because, boy howdy, there's a lot of them. But we picked 10. We couldn't rank them all. That's too many. We don't have enough time for that. You don't have enough time for that. So we're just doing 10. You guys ready for this?
Oh, yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. If you've never been a part of our rankings before, we picked 10 of these Toms. We're going to go through them. We're going to shuffle them up, and then they're going to come out one at a time, and we're just going to talk about it and debate about it. And Dylan is going to say that somebody is way higher than they probably should be.
What? Yeah. Preposterous, sir. Preposterous.
I don't know.
Hey, just looking at the pictures, I feel like you're angling for a certain Tom to be pretty high in the list. You did poor Hayden Church dirty, man.
That's the best picture of him, man. I tried to pick good ones of everybody, and some of them are like Tommy Lee Jones. I was going through the pictures of Tommy Lee Jones, and there's honestly some pictures of him smiling, and I'm like, it's almost kind of weird to see Tommy Lee Jones smiling. And so I had to go with like the Tommy Lee Jones face, which is just like this, why are you taking a picture of me type thing.
Yeah.
You can see in his eyes he still regrets the Batman Forever movie. It still weighs on his soul how much he hates Jim Carrey to this day.
But Tom Selleck, I was like, no, man, there has to be a chest hair Tom Selleck. There just has to be.
And for our audio listeners, Brody photoshopped a picture of Tom Selleck's face onto his own body, so we get a glimpse of Brody's tanned and toned hairy chest.
No, that is actually Tom Selleck's chest. All right, well, speaking of our audio listeners, let's go ahead and go through these so they know who the stink we're talking about. Okay, we've got Tom Hanks, Tom Cruise, Tommy Lee Jones, Tom Berenger, Tom Holland, Tom Hiddleston, Thomas Hayden Church, Tom Hardy, Thomas Jane, and Tom Selleck. You know when you say something too many times and then it stops sounding right? That just happened with Tom. I was like, am I saying this right? Tom. All right. So now, these are who we're ranking. So keep these folks in mind as we go through. And we're even going to do something a little bit different. So after we rank these, I went and I asked the AI. I said, AI, put these in order from the most, what do I say, according to Hollywood success. And so we have another screen with them according to how the AI would do it. I don't know what they are. My wife put them in order for me so that it would be a surprise to me. So I have no idea. So we'll see how we compare to the AI at the end. All right. Are you guys ready?
Ready.
There it is. There it is. I got it. All right. Coming up first, we've got Tom Hiddleston, our god of mischief, our Loki. Has he done very much besides the Marvel stuff?
I mean, sure.
Wasn't
if you
it
just
a
want
scary
if
movie?
you want quantity. I mean, it depends. Were you scared by the TV movie Conspiracy?
Oh, I didn't see that one. I must have missed it.
Or the TV series Suburban Shootout, possibly.
That one either. He was in a scary movie, wasn't he? Like a Victorian era scary movie or something like that?
Yeah, didn't Guillermo del Toro direct it?
I think so. Charlie, what was that?
The
I,
fact that we don't know it's that's not looking too good. That's not looking
I feel like if you're gonna make references to obscure Tom Hiddleston movies, you got to be ready to come correct with the knowledge there. I think you're
I
thinking of Kong Skull Island is the one that I think you're
Oh, he
thinking of.
was in Kong Skull Island.
But then you said the thing about Guillermo del Toro, and so now I'm not sure. I'm
No,
shaken to the core.
he was definitely in like a scary movie.
It was supposed to be scary, but people didn't find it scary. I remember this, but I cannot. I can't remember
Okay.
what it was.
So
Yeah.
just kind of gut reaction because things can always move once they come out. They're not locked there. Gut reaction. Where you thinking for Mr. Hiddleston?
He's a bottom rower for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he's
Wait,
also young and he's got a lot of career left.
it's true.
So
People
he's
are saying next James Bond, but that hasn't
Really?
happened
Oh,
yet. Well, they're saying it. They're saying the same thing for Tom Hardy. So I mean, it doesn't mean a lot, but yeah, I mean, it's been said. I don't. I mean, I'm thinking maybe 7, 6, 7.
yeah, I agree with that. I was thinking kind of 6. Also, by the way, Crimson Peak. It was Crimson Peak.
Crimson Peak.
For all the
But
people out there that are yelling at their TVs and phones. Crimson Peak.
did Guillermo del Toro direct that, or
He
was I
did.
just
No, he did
he did?
direct it. Yeah, he did.
So,
all right. Well, there you go.
Okay, next up, Thomas Hayden Church.
now, Thomas Hayden Church had a very small but speaking role in Tombstone. He was in that wine movie Sideways with Paul Giamatti, and he was in Spider-Man 3.
Spider-Man 3.
And otherwise, uh,
He
he
was
was
in
in
Twisted Metal.
Twisted Metal, right? Twisted Metal.
He
He was.
was Lowell and Wings, man. Come on.
Well, that's true. That's true. He was Lola and Wings. That's right. Where
It's
would
like
we see him?
He's bottom row for me.
Yeah.
well, so
Yeah.
I mean, he got nominated for an Oscar for his role in Sideways.
True.
So
True.
if I, just we'll be talking about some other Academy Award accomplishments before our Tom list is done. So just throwing that out there.
Did you say he won or he was nominated?
He was nominated. He was nominated. He's
Okay.
more in the Cruise category than the Hanks category.
I mean, I think 7. I'm thinking 7. With
Really?
potential to go down. I don't
Okay.
think he's going to go higher than 7.
Yeah. No. 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 I'm
Charlie?
shocked he's that.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm partial to his work on Wings. Wings,
Oh,
people. Bing the show Wings.
All
I think
right,
you can watch it on Hulu. It's fantastic.
Tom Cruise.
Hey,
Number 1.
he was
he's
nominated for an Oscar. Oscars.
Oscars plural, 3 of them.
He's very successful.
Yeah. If not one, I mean, how he's getting these big blockbusters still made. The only one who can rival him would be Hanks, and he is not. I can't remember the last blockbuster he was in.
Yeah, I think Cruise is my number 1. I think
Yeah.
he's got plenty of acclaim and still making blockbusters, still a big draw.
Yeah, he's
What a
like not
career.
slowing down. I mean, what he had Top Gun Maverick 2 years
Yeah.
ago. He had the new Mission Impossible this year.
hmm
Got another Mission Impossible coming up next year.
Is it coming out next year?
Yeah, that's
Oh yeah, the
Oh.
part 2. Part
Part
2.
two.
That's right.
They pushed it to 2025.
Oh, did they?
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Yeah, the SAG-AFTRA strike it made him.
He also
All
has
right.
there's rumors of a Live, Die, Repeat and Repeat
Yeah.
sequel that's in development, which would
Okay.
be fantastic.
I would
You
love
could
that.
inject that straight into my veins. That was a great movie.
I loved that movie.
That was a good
Okay. Next up, Tom Berenger. Now, as I was gathering these pictures, I'm like, yeah, if you came and you were like, okay, Brody, who's Tom Berenger? Or like, have you heard of Tom Berenger? I'd be like, yeah, I know Tom Berenger. And then it would be like, okay, name his movies. And I'd be like, Platoon?
Platoon. Yes, he was in Platoon.
Platoon. I love it.
I don't know.
Major League. Major League
Oh,
1
he
and
was
2.
in Major League.
He was in Sliver in like the 90s.
But
So,
like
He was in Inception. He was in Inception. He had an important role, not the most, but it was there.
don't be a victim of your blatant recency bias. Sorry, he wasn't in like 6 Marvel films, so you don't know who he was. Doesn't make Major League or his role in the Amazing Sniper films or his work that he did in was the Substitute or whatever, what the principal, whichever one of those. Back when there was a run of like cleaning up the schools as an ex-Marine.
That was him. Okay.
But the Big Chill was a fantastic movie from like the early 80s. That was a really good movie. Yeah, he's had a nice career. He's had some TV, a nice mix of TV and movies. He won an Oscar for his best supporting actor for his role in Platoon, if we're calling it that. Come on, Gettysburg. What are we doing here? Come on.
Okay.
That run of like 80s into the early 90s, that was solid.
Where would you put him?
Above or below Thomas Hayden Church?
Above.
Above. Even I say above.
Okay.
Above Tom Hiddleston.
You guys might have to talk me into Tom Hiddleston. I'm not. I know he's done a lot of MCU stuff as Loki, but like that's like one role stretched across like multiple MCU. And while that's
Crimson
really cool,
Peak.
and he's made a lot of money doing that role, it doesn't make for like an impressive, expansive career. He did date Taylor Swift, I think, which good on you, but I think so, right?
Charlie, don't forget Crimson Peak. He was in Crimson Peak.
I've literally already forgotten it until you said it right there. It was already out of mind. So I'm sorry. We go back and forth between making the Crimson Peak fans happy and unhappy. I know that there's at least all of the fan of that movie are out there right now watching us and set.
So
Charlie,
you think Tom Baker should be above Tom Hiddleston?
I'm not saying he should. I'm just saying he shouldn't be outright dismissed just because his most popular stuff was done before our formative movie watching years. And I will go to bat for my boy here because Major League's one of my all-time favorite movies. So I will. If you guys put him 8, it's not like I'm going to storm off the set or anything, but it's fine.
Well, I think he's definitely bottom row, right?
Sure, probably. I don't know. We'll see. I was kind of hoping he'd be last, so then we could really argue about it.
Last? Oh,
I mean, he might have been last for me. I don't know. But
no, I meant like hoping he would come up. His picture would come last. So we'd have a more formed list, so I could argue his placement a little bit more intelligently. But why don't you just put him 7 and move Hayden down, and then we'll call it a day. For now. For now.
I mean, like I think I'm in a similar spot with Hiddleston. Hiddleston is a great Loki, but like aside from Crimson Peak, I'm not sure what else he's done.
Academy Award winner Tom Berenger.
Oh, really?
For
yeah, he won for Platoon. He won. Supporting actor. He was great in that. If you younger viewers have not seen Platoon and you're in the mood for a very depressing war film, bing it.
All right,
young Charlie Sheen.
Next up, Tom Selleck.
Hey.
Quigley Down Under is a great movie.
And so is Mr. Baseball.
So is Three Men and a
Toms
Baby.
In baseball films. I love it. That run of 80s movies, they were like, what would be funny? Men taking care of children. Mr. Mom, 3 Men and a Baby. A diaper? What's that? I think the most impressive part of Tom Selleck's resume is definitely his television stuff.
Yeah.
And his chest hair. But
yeah.
I mean, 275 episodes of Blue Bloods. I mean, that's a lot of TV right there.
How much for Magnum PI?
Magnum PI was 158 episodes.
Hmm.
Not to mention his work in TV shows like Friends, where he got 10 episodes there, 19 episodes of Las Vegas. He did the Jesse Stone movies, if you're into the Jesse Stone stuff,
I mean, he
which
hasn't.
clearly by your reaction, you guys are. It's a lot of Jesse Stone movies. They're people like them. They're TV movies, but they're like he's like investigating and doing stuff.
I mean, he
Oh, cool.
hasn't been in the MCU yet.
But yet, he would make a great like a great retired Iron Man.
Oh, there you go. He was
In
kind of
some
always
in the
like
multiverse.
growing up. He was kind of like the Iron. He was like the Tony Stark, wasn't he? Was there always like
No,
it was the
no, no,
mustache? It was the
no,
mustache.
no, no. He was so nice. He was like the nice guy in it who would eventually would lose his temper, but he'd still be like really nice. He's like, you know what? I'm about to blow up, but I'm not really gonna yell. I'm very disappointed. He was really nice. He was not a Tony Stark. He was almost like Captain America, a brunette Captain America with a mustache.
Fun fact: one of our traditions as a family, once every couple of years, we get together. We watch the Magnum PI Murder She Wrote crossover episodes. So, in
How
case
many
you were ever
No
wondering,
idea
did
that was
those
a
shows
thing.
intersected sometime? Yes, they did, and it's glorious.
All
Wow.
right.
How many?
Where do we want Tom Selleck? Number 2?
Oh man, no. I would say he has how many episodes? A couple episodes. I would put him. I put him top 5. I think. I think he's had an impressive. I mean, you got some a decent level of movies. Her
Quickly Down
Alibi was
Under.
underrated.
Quickly down.
Tudong, do you not like Quickly Down Under?
I just like that. That's your go-to top
It's a
selling
really
movie.
good movie. I really like
Hey,
Quickly Down Under.
man, let me tell you, it did something to my brain when I saw him in and Out with Kevin Kline, and he'd shaved that mustache. That was
Yeah,
weird, man.
yeah.
Like I don't remember. I couldn't focus on the rest of the movie. I just kept staring at his lip. It was weird.
All right, what are we doing with it? Do we want to drop him at 5? Ooh, Tudong's not convinced.
Tudong wants him at 10. Just say it. Just
No.
say it. Speak your mind.
No, I want Thomas Hayden Church at number 10.
Well, things can move. Things can move.
Yeah, 5 is good. Hey, I mean, like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, he's had an epic career.
A very long career.
Yeah.
All right, Tommy Lee Jones.
Is he's so angry in that picture.
He's so mad. Why am I here?
If
he's got a great RBF for sure.
If it was about his enthusiasm, I'd put him at 10. And if it was that angry old man, I'd put
he's had a good career.
Yeah,
that's true. He was the best part of him and Gary Busey, the best part of Under Siege.
He was a Men in Black.
Is it weird? Is it weird that he won an Oscar for The Fugitive? It seems like a weird, like, I mean, he was fine in it, but like, what a weird role to win an Oscar for.
Yeah.
It's kind of like all right. Anyway, we don't need to get into that. But he's also nominated 3 other times for Lincoln and for in the Valley of Elah and JFK. So
Was he in what was the space one? Was it Space Cowboys?
Space Cowboys with Clint Eastwood. That's right.
Yeah. So I mean,
Men in Black is probably my favorite of his. Like I don't know. I love that movie. I think that holds up pretty well. It's probably my favorite of his roles. Less excited about Double Jeopardy, but
you didn't like Double Jeopardy?
Did you like Double Jeopardy?
I did. I did like Double Jeopardy.
What do you think of No Country for Old Men? That's like his latest kind of like latest big flick that came out.
Yeah.
Anybody? No
I've
Country
never
for Old
seen
Men?
it. I've never seen it.
Never seen it?
No.
Oh. He kind of comes in sporadically and talks about a dream. He doesn't really do much, and then it's done. At least that's his part of it. All the exciting parts is he's not in that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
Nice long
maybe number 3.
Number 3, really? I mean, why don't we start him at 4?
4?
4, just because he's very upset.
Is he
We'll start him at 4. We'll start him upset. He
He's
can
very
always go.
upset because you're starting me at 4. That's why he's upset, man.
I know. He's like, how is Tom Cruise ahead of me?
Oh, jeez.
I think even Tommy Lee would understand that.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Next up, Tom Holland. Nathan Drake.
Nathan Drake.
As all the kids know him. Man, I love Tom Holland. I think he's fantastic.
He's great.
He's also like 27 years old and has a long time to like, so we'll see what he does over the next, like, even like, 13, 14 years before he even gets to the age that Hiddleston is now. So I probably wouldn't have him above, like, the more accomplished, like, Selleck's and Lee Jones's. But, I mean, he's fantastic, and his work in the Spider-Man MCU stuff is great, and he has other movies like the aforementioned Uncharted, which was ruined by Marky Mark, and it could have been great. Could have been great.
I didn't watch it because of that. I was like,
really?
Marky Mark.
I thought you wouldn't have watched it because it wasn't Nathan Fillion.
Oh, well, that's also exceedingly sad.
It should have been Nathan Fillion would have been a great Sully. Slap a mustache on Nathan Fillion and just say, "Hey, all those years we should have cast you in the titular role, and we failed. We failed you. Now be the old guy, and we'll put a mustache on you."
The thing to take away from what Charlie just said is that Nathan Fillion is exceedingly versatile.
But
we all know that.
But we'll talk more about Nathan when we rank the top 10 Hollywood Nathans.
Oh, geez.
Why don't we start?
Number 1 may shock you.
That's If it's not Nathan Fillion, it'll shock me.
All right, where do we want to start? At 6?
I mean, we could start him at 5 and move the other guys forward.
Ooh.
You want it? 3?
Like, I think I personally want him at 5, but I think that Selleck's career is much deeper than Holland's at this point. And so if we're going off of Hollywood careers, then I don't think Holland can be ahead of Selleck. So yeah,
you can push him up though. You can push him to 4 and 3.
Yeah,
move him up.
Or we could move the bottom row down. Thomas Hayden Church is just
Thomas Hayden Church is so lucky to be at 8. I cannot believe he's at 8.
He's even making the facial expression, knowing he's getting away with something a little bit. Hey, nominated for an Academy Award. Lowell from Wings. Bing Wings. You'll thank me later.
I think Holland does have potential to move up to 5.
Oh yeah, but he, when all said and done, hey, well, ask Bing to set a reminder for you for 10 years from now. We'll redo the Tom list, and we'll see.
Oh, there we go.
Hey,
next
all
up,
he needs to do is a baseball movie.
Yeah, that's right. That's all he needs.
Tom Hanks.
Hanksy.
I mean,
he's an obvious 2. He's an obvious number 2.
Yeah, if he's not number 1, he's number 2, right? Like, a career that's been going on for decades now.
He was on Happy Days.
He's still put on. He was on Happy Days. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And he's still doing movies. Me and my family watched the Finch movie on Apple Plus here just a little bit ago, and it was good. My kids really liked it.
How many years ago did this Finch movie come out? Because I don't know.
It's like brand new. It just came out like.
Finch is 2021, but he was in the Otto, A Man Called Otto. That was last year. And I think he's also in the Asteroid City movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh, is he really?
I don't know how big a role he plays. I haven't watched that yet, but
even 2021, it's not like 2021 was a long time ago.
Yeah. Look, I think this is probably more of a debate than we're making it, like the top Tom, because Hanks has just had a tremendous career. I mean, it's an absolutely tremendous career and full of accolades, and he went on that Oscar run and almost pulled off the three-peat. He just acted a little bit better in Apollo 13, just a little bit.
All
But I
right.
don't know. I think if you stack them up side by side, I'm still taking Cruise. But
Yeah, I agree.
Next up, Tom Hardy. Bane,
He
Venom.
shock- shockingly versatile.
He really is.
Yeah, he was in Peaky Blinders. He was in like the lead in Locke, and he was both the Cray twins in Legend, which is a terrible title. That's what Tom Cruise starred in. But I mean, he's done a lot of different things. He worked, what was it? Several things with Guy Ritchie. Several different things. You don't even realize that he was in Inception.
Yeah.
He has a very good, very versatile career. Lawless with um, Guy Pearce was in that. He was like the bad guy in that, I think.
good old Guy Pearce. Hey, he's gonna rank high when we do our the top guy names of Hollywood.
He's up there for me because he's very versatile. He was in Bronson, which I thought he was excellent in.
Venom and Venom Let There Be Carnage.
And the third Venom, whatever that's called.
He was nominated for Best Supporting Actor for The Revenant.
Yeah.
Really?
That's right. The Revenant. He has been in a lot of different things.
How come none of you guys are you ashamed of his role in Batman, or we're not mentioning The Dark Knight Rises?
That was the first thing I said.
I didn't hear you say it. I heard you say Mad Max Fury Road. That's what I heard.
Oh, he was in Mad Max Fury Road too.
Now, I'd like to put him. He is one of my favorites. I would put him at 3 just because of his versatility. He is always different sorts of roles. He was Mad Max. He was Bane. He was Venom. He was he's working like in Inception. He was in The Revenant. 2 totally different roles right there. I would put him at number 3. That's where I'd put him. What about you guys? What do you guys?
He was.
Well, he's
was
lower
he
on Brody's list.
Warrior. That MMA
Yeah,
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's my number 3. Charlie,
Okay.
do you hate Tom Hardy?
He's a Batman, so
would-
Charlie hates him.
Whoa. It wasn't his fault that they did his voice like that. They did him dirty in The Dark Knight Rises.
Well, I think he
had
did his voice like that. They just
no one could understand him, so they enhanced it with he's like
was a strange enhancement. Yeah.
he's an interesting actor for me, and I think I don't know. You know what? I'm not here to drag anyone through the mud. This is this is hard. It has nothing to do with liking or disliking any of these actors. But anytime these are the barroom debates of my youth. Like having these
Yeah.
who's a better baseball player? You know, Babe Ruth, who played in the early 1900s, or a modern baseball player now who is stronger, faster, you know, and would just, you know, hit a ball 50 times harder and faster. You know, it's an impossible answer because you're comparing different eras of time.
Sure.
What's better, the totality of a career like Tommy Lee Jones, who we don't give value to his work that's done in the 70s and the 80s because we just didn't see it, so it has no weight with our rankings, or someone like Tom Hardy, who's kind of like a guy just a little bit older than us, who's out there working the Hollywood streets, doing movies that we're watching actively. Does that make him have a better career? I don't know. Sure, put him at 3. It's a challenge for me. That's all I'm saying. I'm not gonna fight you on it. I'm not gonna go all warrior on you and take you down in an MMA ring.
Yeah, I mean these are the arguments we used to have over the table at Denny's at 2 a.m. back 25 years ago. That's what this channel is all about, is us just reliving all the things we talked about at Denny's. All right.
Okay.
Lastly, we have Thomas Jane, the Punisher.
And we saved his spot for him. That was well done.
Is he number 10?
Good old.
Oh, he can't be 10.
He was in The Mist.
Oh,
he was in he was Thomas Jane. Well, I mean, all right, I'm gonna forget about the Punisher, but he was also in Boogie Nights. crazy
He was
drug
very small little role in Boogie Nights.
That's true.
I feel like
I'm
Thomas Jane sort of like had this rising star kind of career in like the early 2000s, and then
Yeah.
I just don't know what happened. Like I feel like he's
as a punch
vanished.
movie.
I can't remember the last movie I saw Thomas Jane in.
He's still making them. It's just that they're not like he was in something called Bad Hombres this year. So I'm guessing you didn't see that, or Tropo, or One Ranger, or Slayers, or Dig. Um, he
He
seems
was
to
in
be doing a lot of like those. When I used to have Netflix and I'd scroll and I'd be like, "Wait, John Cusack?" And like he would have just there's just John Cusack movies or Nicolas Cage movies that just they keep getting made and existing, but I don't know who's making them. I don't know. Or Bruce Willis back, just like, oh, he's in another
Oh
cop
yeah,
movie. There's
yeah.
Bruce Willis doing, and he's in stuff. But what was the last like? All right, I'm gonna try to guess the last title that you've heard of. Um, The Predator, 2018. He played Baxley.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He had Tourette syndrome.
Did he really?
I
And then
and I
before
I
watched
don't
that
remember
movie.
that. I saw that movie. I don't remember Thomas Jane with Tourette's in The
Okay.
Predator.
All right. All right. He was in a movie called Butt Whistle in 2014. So maybe I'm changing my mind. I am curious as to what Butt Whistle is. I'm gonna
Oh,
Bing it later.
I don't know. Yeah, go
Oh,
on.
dude.
Make
Oh,
sure you're
dude. Don't do it.
incognito mode when you Google that.
You do it directly onto
What could
IMDb.
go wrong?
He was
Uh,
in Scott
I
Pilgrim's World, but
did you
in a very small part.
very very small part. He's had a small part in a lot of things. Dylan, I think were you were I remember who I was talking. He seemed like he was going to be like a big star, and it just didn't quite happen.
Yeah.
He was in Hung, which was a show that existed. Um,
He was in
I
Arrested
didn't see
Development.
that. Yeah,
He was like,
one
"Hey,
episode.
One episode.
I like the one."
Look, I'm hesitant to even bring it up because maybe it derails my argument that he should be 10. But my goodness, 61 is a really. I know I talk about baseball movies. 61 is a really good movie, and him and Barry Pepper. Let me tell you something. They are fantastic. It's a Billy Crystal film that Thomas Jane is a good Mickey Man. He's a good Mickey Mantle. Now he's not. Now Barry Pepper steals. I don't know why I'm Italian for this, but Barry Pepper steals the show. He's very good. He's very good in that movie. That is a good film. That is a good baseball movie. Bing
He
it
was
and watch it.
he was the lead.
He was the lead. Well,
I
one of the leads.
I think that puts him at 9 and Thomas Hayden Church at 10 because I cannot think of one movie Thomas Hayden Church was the lead in. And no,
Punisher.
Sideways count.
What are you talking about?
Thomas Hayden Church
Oh,
wasn't the
Thomas
lead
Hayden
in it.
Church. I'm sorry. I'm thinking Thomas
He
Jane.
was at least an equal lead in that film, just like he's an equal lead to, if maybe even a sub lead to Barry Pepper, who was Roger Maris. The whole movie was about Roger Maris, and he played Mickey Mantle, he was a big part of it. But I mean, no more a lead than Thomas Hayden Church playing Jack in Sideways, who got nominated for an Academy Award, by the way, for that role.
Name another one because I can also say Punisher. Tom Jane was the lead, but I can't think of another one that Thomas Hayden Church was the lead.
Well, okay, so you're saying that his role in Punisher is better than 123 episodes of the excellent television series Wings? What would you be more
Charlie.
proud to put on your resume? 123 episodes of Wings, or that you were in a terrible, terrible, terrible Punisher movie that everybody wants to forget, and that was almost responsible for ending comic book movies as we know them today? What would you rather say?
I don't know if it was that bad. It was really bad.
I don't
But
think
it
it
was
was that bad.
It was real. Don't you gaslight me. You hate the Punisher movies, except for the Dolph Lundgren one.
Yeah, no,
I didn't mind Thomas Jane as the Punisher. I disliked John Travolta as the villain.
Oh, he was
and pretty much the story. But Thomas
Yeah.
Jane, I thought Thomas Jane was a good Punisher.
So you're saying Thomas Jane should be 10 and Thomas Hayden Church is over Tom Jane?
I would put Thomas Jane at 9 and Thomas Hayden Church at 10.
I agree.
I'm sorry, Charlie, I haven't seen Wings. I can't
It doesn't
factor
matter
that
if
in.
you've seen it. I don't watch Blue Bloods, but there's 270 some odd episodes. People like it.
Oh wait,
Does it-
Thomas Hayden Church was in John Carter.
John Carter.
Yeah, John Carter Goes to Mars movie.
So then he should be even lower than 10. How did he not get cut?
Oh,
Is what you're
come
trying to say.
on.
He was also in Hellboy, Brody. Come on now.
He was
Thomas
in
Hayden
Hellboy?
Church.
Wait,
Yeah.
which Hellboy? Was it the new
The
Hellboy?
2019 version.
That one's really bad.
Oh,
It's really
not.
bad.
How did Thomas Hayden Church not
Okay.
get cut? Cut him. Cut him now, bro. Forget it. Go up to 9.
Easy. I'm gonna just rattle off movies that you've seen or heard of that Thomas Hayden Church is in that we couldn't do on time. Spider-Man: No Way Home. Heard of that little film?
He
The
wasn't
2019
in that.
Hellboy, heard of that little film? Daddy's Home. You heard of that little film? Yeah, you heard of that, Marky Mark. You heard of John Carter? Yeah, We Bought a Zoo. Yeah. You've heard of Easy A.
We
You've heard
Bought a
about
Zoo
that.
was actually a nice movie.
Spider-Man 3. You heard of that little film? Charlotte's Web. You heard of that? Idiocracy. You heard of that? Over the Hedge, Spanglish, Sideways, George of the Jungle,
Ugh.
George of the Jungle 2.
You know what?
Monkey Bone?
Charlie's right. Charlie's right. We should have
Monkey
cut
Bone.
Cut him.
Monkey Bone.
Going
3,000 Miles to Graceland. You guys are severely. You guys are.
Oh, Dylan
are-
does like
are-
3,000 Miles to Graceland.
You guys are disparaging television actors. We have a large contingent of television actors who watch the show, and you're just throwing taste to all Thomas Hayden Church's television work out the window and saying because he wasn't the star in enough films, even though he was an Oscar-nominated actor in one, that it's not enough.
Thomas
And-
Jane
and
was in.
in the
You
MCU.
said he was in Hung.
Yeah, 30 episodes. So all he needs to do is 100 and some odd more episodes of that, and then he's in the same ballpark as Lowell from Wings. Lowell. A scene stealer every time he was on the scene. Bing highlights of Lowell. Why are we
We've
arguing
also-
over 9 and 10? It's fine.
We've also
whatever.
put Tom Selleck pretty high, and we talked about the bulk of his career being on TV.
Yeah. He should probably even be higher. You're right. Move him up.
Over Tommy Lee Jones.
Over Tom Hardy. Get Tom Hardy out of there.
Hardy.
Hardy's
Tom
done no
Hardy.
TV. Get him out of there.
Hardy should be in number 3 just because of Mad Max.
Hardy was in Peaky Blinders.
It's true.
Like an episode.
That's like his TV show. He is like an executive producer on it.
I never heard of it.
Okay.
13 episodes, by the way, he's been in Peaky Blinders. So when he's done 100 and some odd more, then he can come talk to Thomas Hayden Church about what it's like to be on a hit TV show.
Yeah, but how many episodes of Peaky Blinders were there?
Probably 13. British don't care for long.
It was on from 2013 to 2022. What do you mean?
Really?
There could have been like
Yeah.
4 episodes per
There's
season.
6 seasons of it.
And then there could be 4 episodes a season. That's also true. Has he done any other TV?
Is Hardy?
Yeah.
No. Come on now. You guys just like him because of Dunkirk. I mean, like he's had like an episode here, an episode there.
Oh, he was in
2 episodes of
Dunkirk
Lord of the Rings
too.
Heights.
Charlie, you're just
that.
you're helping me out, man. Just name all these movies that I really like that I can't remember.
I like Tom Hardy. I'm just trying to distract you, and I'm throwing smoke screens to try to get my boy Thomas Hayden up.
Oh.
Tom Jane, nobody knows who Thomas Jane is. That's like his whole role in Arrested Development is that nobody even knows who he is. He's like a homeless guy living on the street. Like the whole point of is that he has no career. It's like he plays the role of an actor who nobody knows. Like, that's his whole thing. All right, whatever. That's
I
fine.
don't
I'm
know.
walking
I
out.
don't know. We're battling over 9 and 10. I'm not
When
sure.
the AI has Thomas Hayden Church at like number 4, you're gonna come crying back to me. Here's the list. Let's get the AI going. You guys owe me an apology. Let's go.
Okay, so are we happy with this?
No,
No.
but print it. Let's go.
No, both of you say no. Okay, aside from Thomas Jane and Thomas Hayden Church, are we happy with everything else?
Move Behringer up. Move Behringer up. Move Hayden Church up. Let's go.
Should we swap Behringer and Hiddleston?
What?
We should swap Hiddleston and Church.
Oh,
Hiddleston and Church, come on.
so lucky to be at 10. Right now, he's watching this episode and he's like, "Oh, good. At least I ranked in there someplace. That's good."
I hope he is watching. I hope he writes in and he tears you a new one for not loving Lowell.
Yeah.
Bing a LOL compilation. Do yourselves a favor, people. Wings LOL compilation. Bing it. You'll thank me later.
So now you're saying that Lowell was one of the two brothers that owned the airport. That's
Oh
what he. That's
no. You don't want to be one of the boring like stiff actors in a ensemble sitcom TV show. You want to be Fraser Crane. That's who you want to be. The only thing missing from his resume was the LOL spinoff that never happened. It was close. This close.
Fraser
Okay.
Crane, who by the way was on Wings.
He was. Yeah.
Aside from 9 and 10, are we happy with everything else? Do we want to swap Hiddleston and Berenger?
You guys hate Berenger. You hate Hayden Church. Just print the list. Let's go. Let's see the AI. Show me the AI.
All right. Well, let's go through our pick. So, for the final rankings, these are the official Talk Punch rankings. So they're getting locked in. When somebody makes a Wikipedia and lists this, that's going to be locked in.
By the way, we're gonna get an angry text from Tom's agent too about this. Like, what it looks like he's wearing a mask of Tom Hanks's face on his face in that picture. Like it's
Tom
like the
Hanks?
washed out. Yeah, maybe it's just because I watched Halloween recently with the Michael Myers mask, but it looks like he's wearing like a Tom Hanks face on his face.
Oh,
You couldn't get a little color, Brody. You couldn't get a picture with a little color in his face.
I thought it was a nice
now
picture.
we are going to get an angry letter. It's like, what's with bashing poor Tom Hanks?
I love Tom. He's a national treasure. You can't say anything mean about Tom Hanks.
You said he looks like he's wearing a mask.
Yeah, like a Michael Myers mask, Charlie. That's what you just said.
I said he's wearing a Tom Hanks mask.
A Tom Hanks mask that was painted white, and then he put it on.
I love
Hey,
it.
get a tan, shirtless Tom Hanks on here next time from Joe versus the Volcano. Let's go.
Yes.
All right. Next time we rank Toms in 10 years.
Okay.
So this is the official Talk Punch rankings. At number 10, we have Thomas Hayden Church. Number 9, Thomas Jane. Number 8, Tom Berenger. Number 7, Tom Hiddleston. Number 6, Tom Holland. Number 5, Tom Selleck. Number 4, Tommy Lee Jones. Number 3, Tom Hardy. Number 2, that we barely talked about, Tom Hanks. And number 1, Tom Cruise. So now let's see what the AI said. Are you guys going to remember these rankings?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, they're burned in.
Okay. What?
Oh.
Whoa.
Okay. So according to the AI,
oh, the AI did me dirty. The AI did me dirty.
According to the AI, we were actually not that far off. So they have at number 10 Thomas Hayden Church. So Charlie, I'm sorry.
Just for the record, so you guys are siding with AI. Just for the record, let the record show that that's where you guys are coming down. I'm raging against the machines, and you're like, we submit to our masters, our AI
robot
overlords.
Okay, Charlie, this is what the AI had to say about Thomas Hayden Church. Church has had a significant role in various films, including Sideways, for which he received an Oscar nomination. However, his Hollywood success might not be as extensive as some others on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning they never heard of any other thing that he did besides Sideways.
The AI doesn't even know who he is.
I don't know anything else about him. Who? He's lucky to be on the list. That's what AI said.
All right, so the AI's list is number 10, Thomas Hayden Church, just like us. Number 9, Thomas Jane, just like us. Number 8, Tom Berenger, just like us. Number 7, Tom Selleck. Number 6, Tom Holland, just like us. Number 5 is Tom Hiddleston. Number 4, Tommy Lee Jones. Number 3, Tom Hardy. Number 2, Tom Cruise. And number 1, Tom Hanks. And I think for the most part, we did pretty good.
Why'd they put Tom Hanks above Tom Cruise?
So, according to the AI, it says Hanks is widely regarded as one of the most successful and beloved actors in Hollywood. He has an extensive filmography and numerous Oscars, and his films have been both critically acclaimed and commercially successful.
Yeah, well, yeah, but since when? I remember when you'd see Tom Hanks movie, and it was like an event. You had to go to the theater and watch it. And now it's straight to Apple TV, or it's straight to whatever, because I've never even heard of it.
I don't know. That's just what the AI says.
I wouldn't argue with if you guys had come in here hot and said Hank's number one. I wouldn't argue with you very much. He's had an
Yeah.
incredible career. I say he's probably has more claim as an actor, and Tom Cruise probably has more claim as like a celebrity, like a draw, a box office draw. Like
Yeah.
you go see a Tom Hanks movie because you think gonna be a good movie, and you go see Tom Cruise because you're like, oh, he's gonna do some crazy stunts. That's gonna be an event.
Sure.
You know, preference.
And that's what I was looking at Cruise about was like just his box office, like the box office success.
So the AI kind of organized it more by outfit. So like the five more dressed up guys get the top row, and then more casual looks in the bottom.
Hey, Thomas Hayden Church has a suit on.
Yeah, but he's got a suit on like I got a suit like that in my closet that I haven't worn in 10 years that I can pull out to go somewhere. Like that's not like a I'm walking the red carpet suit. That's like, oh crap, I got to go to a wedding tomorrow suit.
And Tudong, I just want to say for Tom Hardy, it says Hardy has made a significant impact with his versatile performances in both blockbusters and critically acclaimed films. His roles in movies like Dark Knight Rises and Mad Max Fury Road have contributed to his Hollywood success. So it's his versatility that got him so high.
Yeah, like the 8 to 10 lines of dialogue he delivered in Mad Max.
Oh, there was such a physical performance, Charlie. It's more than just the lines.
That's a trap. The greatest gift he gave us was the GIF from that movie. That's bait.
It's a great line. All right. Do you guys have anything else to add to this? This was a fun one.
The AI's gotten a little bit smarter. Just a little bit.
Yeah. The AI doesn't know what it's doing, and that's okay. Poor Thomas Hayden Church. You know what? We're gonna get him as a guest. We're gonna get him in just to come on. I want you guys to tell him how meaningless his career has been to you.
I loved him in Twisted Metal.
All right. Well, tell him to his face. That's okay.
Tell him to his face.
All right.
We gotta do a cameo and have him read off an intro for our show.
Is he on Cameo?
I bet Thomas Jane is. Yeah. And I bet he's affordable.
But as affordable as Tom Berenger?
Poor Berenger. What a career he had. Major League. Bing it, kids. Bing it.
All right. Charlie, go ahead and wrap us up.
All right. Well, on behalf of Thomas Hayden Church, I'd like to say thank you for coming and watching our Tom debate. Sorry that we spent so much time debating the careers of the Tom that probably most of you have never heard of, instead of debating the great careers of Tom Hanks and Tom Cruise. But hey, that's what you get when you subscribe to content from Talk Punch. You get fisticuffs thrown over Hayden Church versus Thomas Jane. And if you like those kind of shenanigans, make sure you do like and subscribe and come back and join us next time for more Tom foolery. Right. You guys remember Tom Toms? That was all Bing it, kids. Tom Toms. Like the map service before like cars came standard.
Yes. Yes. I had a Garmin. All right. Bye.